All right, thank you, Shem. So yeah, the professional mode the professional mode category here of ActRaiser is going to get underway. This doesn't include the simulation. For those familiar with this game, it's all the action sequences. It's considered the hard mode after you beat the game. And since Telio's coming off this win from the Super Ghouls and Ghost Race, I'm sure he's going to be more than happy to go for all the hard strats, no pressure or anything, and try to get this rolling for you and show off this game in the best light. So I'll give Telio a countdown, and let's go. I'll start from 5. And good luck, Telio. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is professional mode. Telio is going to be using a lot of slash jumps, so we get to hear a lot of ha. And sour please, because this is one of the best tracks in the game. So a little history about ActRaiser Pro mode. We've been vying for what is the sub 23 spot. Telio's got a 23-24 right now, and he's been very close to getting even a low 23 sub 23, so very high quality player right now. And this game in pro mode, you have a full health bar, but enemies hit twice as hard, and enemies have double the HP, so the full health bar is kind of deceiving. First boss here, easier to just fight from behind, no problem. So each act, there's 2 acts per area, but you have 5 lives. Basically, you start with 5 lives, and you have to use all 5 lives. You have to beat the game within 5 lives. If you drop all those lives, you game over. No continues. So that's what makes this also very interesting for a marathon run. So Telio's going to be going for a fast fall here. And he gets that, and then he's going for the mid-boss fight here. Pretty low on health, but shouldn't be an issue. We're coming up to the first glitch in the game. It's going to be a wall clip. If you take damage and press into the wall, you clip in for 1 pixel, and then it allows you to scale a wall continuously. One of the most abused glitches in the run. Saves a couple seconds here or there. Right now, we're going to come up to the Minotaur, our red Speedo wearing friend. I think it's just for definition, to give a kind of form to this structure here. And you just win the damage war, and it's no issue. So the next act is probably one of the scariest fights for when you start playing this game. It's a scripted fight, but it's like the Manticore dance. You just have to know the pattern. But it's very easy to just get knocked into the blood pool, the grape juice. So hopefully Telio's gonna have no issues here, but we'll see. Commentator curse maybe. He's gonna set up, get as many strikes as he can on both sides as soon as the Manticore spawns. No problem there. Nice finish. 250 on this timer. Pretty much optimal for the screen. Next area is going to give us the first taste of RNG with this boss at the end here. So we can easily lose 10 to 20 seconds depending on how things go. We try to get as best setup as we can to take care of most patterns that the boss is going to give, but even still, it's crazy. Nice thing about Pro Mode on the US version, you can jump on spikes and not die instantly. That's not the case in Special Mode in the JP version. So a lot of the boosts here are a little easier because we can jump on those spikes. But then there's certain spikes that are still instant kill. I think Telio's gonna be setting up for a wall jump or a wall clip here. See if he gets it. Oh, he didn't get that. Is amazing. Okay, so yeah, he's going for everything at this point. No fear. I love it. So that clip saves like 6 seconds. It's the blob only comes down for like a frame, and if you miss it, you just lose like 9 seconds. So huge time save there. And then he's gonna go for the fast apple here. Set up on these Yoku blocks. No problem, gets the fast apple. And now RNG. Plus RNG. Or just plus. Oh, so Zeppelin Wolf starting off at the top. That's really bad. Telio's gonna make the most of it, try to get as much slashes in. Mid pattern, not so great either, but he can get some more slashes in. And then the low, nice. That's not too bad. That's going to be around a 179, 180. That's actually a really good time. So that's just trying to get as many slashes in. If you get him all the way down, he can skip the transformation. We don't even see a wolf. So the desert's pretty quiet. We're gonna do some hairy jumps over waving cactuses. Try not to get trolled by the fire, but that seems to be a little bit of an issue right now. I doubt he's gonna go for the swag fall here, so we'll just expect a nice transition to the next area. And then there's some really tight jumps now coming up. Movement in this game is very complicated, so these jumps are very tight. If that slash jump doesn't register, he just falls to his death. Skipping the one up, he's going all out. He's going to try to get a 3 cycle here on the on Dagba, one of the most interesting ant lions in a video game. Getting a lot of hits in. He's getting really close. 4 cycles, pretty typical. That's actually a really good setup for 3 hits left on. That's really good. So now coming into the pyramid, there's one of the most scariest jumps in the game. You have only a 2-frame window to get, and you also have a lot of mummies being jerks. So the pyramid jump here is going to be jumping over the spikes to try to skip the elevator. A little bit of a setup. Telio's having a time just jumping into the spikes. That's not quite the setup, but I think he's determined to get it, to show it off. So let's go. Let's go. And that's the way to do it. No problem. First try. Who's counting? And then we're going to go for a wall clip. And the wall clip first try, no problem. I mean, that is one of the hardest strats to go for. Showing it off at a marathon, just incredible efforts. I love it. Especially the first try wall clip, using a newer method found by Bismarck to clip and assure your clip. And now he has to race to the elevator at the end here. You have to get to the elevator by 172 or you're just going to miss it and lose tremendous time. No problem though for Telio. Gonna do a little dance with the swordsman up here. We come to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh! has like one of the largest hitboxes. But you do this little manipulation where you lure him over to the left, and you can't take damage from the Pharaoh if you're against the left wall, making this fight really easy. And as you can tell, Pro Mode really doesn't have too many breaks. It's just one level right after the other.
All right, folks, I'm actually going to hop in here for a quick donation if you don't mind.
Yeah, perfect.
Malcrios donated $120, saying, here's some support from the Mangalorians, Mangaleagues, and the Mangalord himself. Thanks to all the runners and organizers for your time and dedication. Thank you so much for the donation, man. It means amazing support, and it means the world to us. So appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, so that is amazing. And we're on the auto scroller, so you can definitely keep the donations coming in. Teleo is doing awesome. It's one of my favorite areas. This is lining up here. The chariot takes you through some danger, no problem. I'm gonna do a fast climb up the volcano, take damage boost everywhere, and then we're setting up for jumping over the volcano. Really close. Didn't quite make the full jump there. That's fine. Got enough health to get through some of the last enemies here. And then we come back to some more hairy jumps. Alright. He's not even picking up any safety 1-up. So like I said, if he doesn't take any deaths, should be fine, but he only has the 5 lives to get through, and he's going all out. All the hard strats. So this boss here, scripted. It's maximizing the amount of hits he can get. Standing right on the edge. Hopefully doesn't get pushed off. Oh, it's so close. Really good finish though. That's a 176. Nice. So the next area is probably one of the most ridiculous levels of damage boosting and lava and everything. Really scary. You have just enough health to get through.
All right, I have another donation here from the Seawolf. They donated $75 with the message, donating this here before the old man in the cave steals my rupees tomorrow night. So thank you so much, Seawolf. Much appreciated.
Thank you. Teleo's plenty of health to get through, takes the damage boost through the iCloud. It's gonna buffer to get into the Firewheel fights. Again, maximizing slashes, winning the damage war, no issue. Really good level. Didn't take any dips into the Ragu. He's on really good pace too. I'm pretty excited about this run. A lot of practice. So Murano 1, he's going for slash jumps over the enemies. There's going to be another wall clip here. These locals giving him the business. It's like a little gauntlet there. He's opting to just forget the wall clip, which only loses a second, so it's worth it. Because if you miss the arrow, it's a mess. Here's an extra 1-up that's pretty much free to get, so no issue there. And this boss is a pain, because you gotta jump to hit it. So there's no way to hit it otherwise. Or is there? So there's this tentacle that comes along, and it becomes our little friend, and we can kind of wall clip on it. And then the boss is just really easy because you can just wail on it without having to worry about anything. Nice job. So that just makes Marana nice and easy. So now you got to remember to go left again. Once again, we're going to damage boost through everything and come up with just enough health. Fortunately, well, this level used to be a nightmare because you would have to do the boss pretty much with no health. But again, Bismarck, after like 25 years of knowing this game, accidentally found an apple at the end of the stage that nobody knew about, hidden behind a column. So we call it the Bismapple. So Teleo taking a little ride around the platforms here. Little risky dance around those spikes, because those would have been instant death. But now, because of the apple, really no issue. And Death dressed in pink there, looking nice. So now Kalia, this fight is really fun. More RNG. Don't want to get those laser shots. Teleo's doing a pretty good job getting extra hits in though. Just slashing, jumping to get that extra height, to get those extra hits in, making it look really easy. That is not an easy fight. Great job. And now the more peaceful area, North Wall 1, which Teleo made infamous by essentially taking a nice dip into the cool water, grabbing a 1-up where most people would never want to. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be taking a dip tonight or today. Yeah. We call that the water skip. Rides the iceberg, doesn't get knocked in, everything's fine. So this stage also features a wall clip where you don't have to take damage. I actually found, and you can just jump right into the wall. And then he's coming up to another boss here that's actually pretty straightforward. You can lure him into the corner here, no issue. Just do the backward slashes and everything's good. And then you can get him over to the right because he'll manipulate and then finish off with the rest of the slashes. That's actually a really good fight. Just enough health. Things looking good. Coming up to the last act, North Wall 2. This tree is insane. Again, all damage boost. Now Teleo's part of the Spore gang. He's going to try to get a wall clip here off a spore that comes out of this environmental bubble situation. And he gets it first try. You know, I'm Team Axe, but he makes the spore look easy, so I guess credit to the practice there. Now the rest of the climb is pretty straightforward. Every jump though is tight. He's just damage boosting through everything, no issue. And we're gonna ride these bubbles. Now we gotta grab an apple on the right. Oh, he just sneaks in to grab it. Just okay, that was close. If that bubble didn't rise high enough, he would have been taking another ride. So Wyvern here, more RNG. We don't know if it's gonna swoop or just come down. but we can manipulate where it comes down when it does. So Telio's kind of keeping it on the right side here. You don't want a lot of swoops because you can get more hits if he drops down. But that was still a really good fight on 178 in this giant snow globe here. And now coming up to the boss rush, one of the most iconic scenes in the game. We're gonna refight all the Act 2 bosses. Our red Speedo wearing friend, the Minotaur. Again, just win the damage war. No issues there. Coming up to more RNG with Zeppelin Wolf. Now this is where you really want good spawns, because you don't have a lot of health to manage in the boss rush. But Telio's got 6 lives, so he could take death abuses as he needs. Telio opting just to spawn the Zeppelin Wolves, not dealing with all the different spawns. So we actually get to see a little wolf action right now. And we also get to hug the wolf a few times too while we're at it, why not? Again, health shouldn't be an issue, 6 lives. I'm confident. I don't know, Telio's probably gonna just go for the wall clip here and try to not take damage. I've never seen this. He pulls it off with 1 hit left. That's actually really good, because normally you get hit twice. I'm impressed. So now he can take a quick death on the fire wheel. That's the quickest death you can take in this boss rush, which is perfect. Again, this is a scripted fight. You can do this fight and not take any damage if you want. Our friend Kalia again. Kalia is a bit of a pain. But with these extra hits, these jump slashes, these are really tight jump slashes. It pretty much takes care of all the options here, even if Kalia decides to shoot some lasers. Lasers waste like 2.5 seconds each. Those are really good fights. 271. Alright, going back to the Wyvern. This time there's no snow effect. So a lot less lag on the screen. Telio likes to complain about wind conditions if things aren't going well. You don't know how it is on top of this tree. I guess it can get a little crazy. So he's just making it through at enough health. I'm sure he'll take it. Well, he might not take a death abuse, but I'm thinking he'll take a death abuse. He's dodging Stardust, so I guess he's just gonna go for it. This is the Madman Telio, and I love it. Sure, 1 health, no problem, right? Oh, but there's another phase. All right, let's see how it goes. He's going ham. So if he dies, he dies. But he'll. All right, no problem. I do respect that he went for it, though. You gotta give him credit for that. That was amazing. So we're coming up to the phase 2. round 2. Master's fully loaded. I'm pretty sure Panzer is gonna have a time right now. So Teleo is trying to take out the sparks that spawn from the mouth. Those lag the screen. Plus, it gets really hard to get hits in. We're getting close to time. Just gotta make sure we land the last hit. We're going for a 3 cycle. It's gonna be 1 more cycle. Alright, coming up here, and time. Man, it goes so fast. GG to Teleo, 24:47. As sub 25 in a marathon, going for all the hard strats. Congratulations. This game, it's really exciting. Pro mode, any percents, any way you play it, it's a great game. I'm glad Teleo's loving it, and I'm sure, and the community's great. Everyone here, that hope you enjoyed both the SGNG race and great job by Teleo with following up right after with ActRaiser. And this has been a great event, so keep watching. More runs to come. Monster Hunter World next.